Gather around, everyone, for today is Cryosphere Day. I saw this video pop up in my sidebar days ago, and I've been waiting for my recording day for PGR to get to it. I'm excited. A song titled Cryosphere immediately makes me think it's going to be badass. Don't know how accurate that is, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty good. But obviously, I won't know if I don't listen, so thank you all for requesting this one. I will be getting to it now, and without further ado, let's go! An interesting atmosphere to put together. Ooh, okay. Sorry, that just changed the way I was feeling the song already. Okay. I mean, I'm sure most of you know how much I enjoy a good harpsichord inclusion. But also, I did not expect this to be this genre at all. FLuoRiTe's just kind of going for it here. Beautiful chords, though. Beautiful choices. Really emphasizing the scale of this. Really emphasizing it. Gonna do that again? Oh, without the voices. Okay. Settle down into the atmosphere a little bit. Ooh. Now here it is. Okay. Those vocals fit really well. This is more what I was expecting to hear from the start. So they were just kind of biding their time, building the atmosphere before getting into this. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Going for the hybrid approach here. Oh. Okay. They shifted with the vocals coming in there. Changed up the feel a little bit. Also, really beautiful artwork. I know I already saw the animation that goes with this character, but I really enjoy these, like, vignettes of moments. Yeah. Leave it to FLuoRiTe to nail that, like, electronic atmosphere. Just every single time FLuoRiTe touches something, that is going to be rock solid. FLuoRiTe, you sneaky little piece. Okay, I've spent 20 minutes trying to figure out what chord was being played at that one transitional point, that really tensive chord with all the voices and everything going on. I was like, oh, this is an A flat natural minor, a really simple key, all things considered. It's mostly black keys, a couple of white keys, nothing that hard. What the hell was that chord in there? I knew it had to be something non-natural because of the fact that it was so tensious against the rest of the song. But man, I didn't expect him to do what he did, which is use an A sharp or a B flat. Oh man, are you kidding me? Obviously that's weird because you just heard me call it an A flat natural minor key that the song is in, and you're using an A sharp? Are you kidding me? Like that should be illegal, frankly. That shouldn't be allowed, but it's exactly what you need to do in order to create those super tense moments. You really need things like that to just kind of rub against the song when you want to create tension, to take an extra step in that direction and be like, okay, well, it doesn't sound good, and that's the point. Because what most of the song was centered around is the A flat minor, duh, right? Like this is the note cluster for A flat minor. But if you take this middle note and move it over 2 white keys, that's a D. That's not in the key of A flat natural minor at all. And because this song is in A flat minor, you're going to center around A flat minor. Duh, right? Like this D here does not exist in that key at all. It's nowhere to be found. This doesn't belong there at all. This does, and this does. Both of these are a part of that exact chord that we were talking about earlier, but like, where did it come from? You know, like these are the things that need to happen when you want to add tension to a song, and FLuoRiTe nailed it. I mean, beautiful addition. It was just like, ooh, it really just grabs you. You're just like, oh, something's going on there. Those sorts of shifts are when something goes wrong in the narrative, when something gets so intense that the entirety of the song kind of changes course and pulls you along with it. You don't get an option because neither do the characters or the situation involved. There's really nothing you can do about it, and that's why you need to include them once in a while, especially for stuff like this that's like big character themes related to other characters, and it's just really fucking cool. I really like that. Talking more in a general sense about the song, I did notice the narwhal parallels in here, plenty of them, and I love that too. It's been a while since I've heard narwhal, so I didn't really pay attention to it much. I didn't really like think about it, but I'm like, oh yeah, there's a little bit of narwhal. It just kind of hit me while I was working through the song, remembering what I had about narwhal before, and seeing narwhal in the video last time I covered something. I'm just like, ah, yeah, it's probably narwhal. So it just kind of works that way, having a little bit of an homage in here, probably a little bit of like a remix, especially in that electronic section. That's where I heard it the most. So I'm assuming that's the main focus, and everything prior to that was just adding this like really big atmospheric tension to the track. And really, really well done on that inclusion. I love that it started there and evolved and changed as it does. A lot of songs from PGR love to do that. They start in either an electronic or an orchestral way, and then they just evolve into the other one. Whatever's needed for the character, whatever's needed for the story, that's how you do it. And I also really love this like slow cluster of notes that was happening, just this soft melody of that's basically all of them that I remember. And it's just like, those are so calm and nice, but at the same time, there's a lot of tension in there. Like I mentioned, there's that A flat minor again. You want to have the main melody really tight around those notes because that's where all of the song is going to be reverting back to as far as telling the story goes. You want to make sure you don't go too far or try to stray too far from that core cluster of notes. And because we were in that space, it just kind of works out. There were obviously other notes in here too, but you also get some really interesting pairings in there that don't really have too much to say against it, but we still get a little bit of variety in here. I also really like how they kept things slow and they let those just be like single note little interludes in between everything else atmospheric, just to kind of, it almost felt like seeing somebody like way off in the distance in the ice, and you're just like, God, are they... holy shit, they're walking over there. It's just the loneliness of these singular notes really holds a lot, and this coldness of having some of these be like right next to each other. And just, it has that feel to it of just this still, cold, sharp loneliness that you really can't get away from. And much like staying local to that cluster of A flat minor, it feels lonely and also at the same time familiar. You know, again, you don't want to run too far away. That's what that shit was for. But we got plenty of that energy in that one chord. We don't need much more than that. And if you do that, you're changing the entire key of the song. So it's a matter of keeping it consistent and careful, utilizing those tools like shifting into this when you need to, but absolutely don't do it at your random will. You know, you need to have a purpose. You can't just throw shit in there like that and expect it to sound good, because then you'll be just changing keys all over the place and it'll be like, what the fuck was that? You know, like you just can't fit everything in the same clusters. It'll sound awful. But I love what this song was doing. I loved the electronic parts. Of course, I always will. I love the orchestral as well, but like, man, God, that electronic part. They always hit. They always fucking hit those electronic parts. FLuoRiTe nails it with the atmosphere every single time. I love that FLuoRiTe nailed it with the atmosphere before utilizing the orchestral stuff and then blended that in later on. Oh, so good. And then the voice at the end too. Like that was a whole other like tier of sound and another approach. And at that point, it almost felt like it wasn't as much lonely as it was confrontational. Like you found the person that you were trying to see off in the distance, but you couldn't quite make out all their details. And that's what all those little collections of notes were earlier. Like there was a tension there, and now it's confrontation. There's no longer so much of a tension as there is an aggravation under it. So they just, they nail it every time. PGR has some of the best music in the game, I swear to God. Like, if not because of the production value, which they always have high quality of, but the approach, the storytelling that they have in their songs, even going as far as to do weird shit like that and keeping things like really boosted and bass heavy in order to keep things just building and creating this world that's more rich than most others I cover. That's not to say all the games I cover don't have great stories or anything. They definitely do, but PGR, when they make music, when they hire people to do their music, they're like, you know what we need? The best you've got. We need a film quality score for this random thing. It doesn't matter if it's like fucking Schmurple, the Purple Gurple, or fucking this character. It doesn't matter who it is, what it's for. They need to produce the best they have and put in that much effort every single time, and they deliver every single fucking time. But I've also been yapping about this enough, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else from PGR, by all means, drop in the comments below, and I will do my best as always to get to those. Or if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!